What's up, guys? Long time no see. I haven't been doing as much live arena videos lately like I did before. I have been playing some fights in between them, but not like full sessions, so it has kind of been waste. It's not like I haven't been playing the game, but not enough to make videos. Let me just double check that nobody is missing gear, because I keep swapping gear for the reset, and every time somebody is missing gear either on Hydra or my live arena teams. Oh, okay, Rondo doesn't matter, he's not scared anyway. I think that should be it. Probably someone is missing gear, but I only realized it during the fights, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm coming off on pretty big losing streak, to be honest. I did beat one guy that had like plus for everything, but outside of that I have been getting owned, so it is what it is. The support Wukong is still a massive nightmare to me, and I really feel like I have to first pick Wukong in every game. My fridge is making some weird noise, right? I heard some weird buzzing sound, but I don't know if that came from my fridge or some other apartment in the building. Walls are pretty good though, so I usually don't hear that much. Anyway, let's get some wins today. Yeah, I'm definitely going for the first pick Wukong, so that I don't have to face an enemy support. I think other people have answers to it, but I don't really have a good way to deal with support Wukong. It just completely messes with me. Like, when I'm already using a slow go second team, it's slapping my team and I'm getting constant polymorphs, and they can just do it on my Nuker or whoever in my team. But then also I can't really use any buffs, so, and I don't have anybody with 6-star blessing for polymorphs, so I can't use Helicat or anybody else, and I get destroyed very hard. Oh, okay, let's see. Also, Wukong isn't really good matchup against Taras because of him not being one-shotted because of his one passive and constantly reducing Wukong attack with the other passive. So Rotos does really well against him, but if I pick Rotos and Wukong against Taras, they usually ban my Rotos, sadly. I kind of prefer Tormin against Taras teams, but it depends if they have double immunity in their team or not, or if they have the last pick so they can choose to do so, because usually they pick either Siphi or Duchess early, and then they still have the option to pick second one later, but this guy can't do it, but I'm already logged into 2 nukers. I could almost just go with triple nukers and ban the Duchess, but then he still has George protected by the Nekhret, and he won't get frozen. And at the start of the fight, it's probably more important to freeze the George than the Taras. Okay, what do I want to do? Should I just go with Gaimar? Shields are gonna be worthless against George. I could go with Helicat and maybe my yeah, let's go with Helicat. My Helicat does have reaction, so it's possible that if George goes before me, I can still survive it. But in this team he doesn't have Siphi and he can't pick it. Oh wait, no, he can still pick Siphi. But if he doesn't pick something like that, it's kind of unlikely that George is gonna go before my Helicat, in which case I'm gonna get... Yeah, let's ban the Yumeko. In which case I'm gonna get block damage on my team. And if he doesn't ban the UDK, then he's of course very slow with reaction as well, so... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go first, I'm gonna get the block damage up, and then he's gonna one-shot Helicat with the single target nuke, but that's better than nothing. Oh, it's Stone Skin Nekhret. Usually nowadays I probably see more bolster Nekhrets than Stone Skin Nekhrets, but in the right matchups, Stone Skin Nekhret can be a big deal to me. The reason why I don't really like personally using Stone Skin Nekhret a lot myself, I mean there's multiple reasons. I mean, the longer the fight lasts, then the bolster is better because you also heal yourself, and Nekhret gets a lot extra turn. Come on, let's steal the attack buff, please. Okay, not enough accuracy. Yeah, bolster Nekhret heals himself a lot. And then you are susceptible to bombs. And otherwise Nekhret is generally a very good bomb counter. And if I already have UDK in bombs, and then I pick Nekhret in... I mean, UDK in Stone Skin, and I can then pick bolster Nekhret, then I get kind of screwed with bombs, because I usually tend to pick UDK as my first champion in the team. You don't see bombs that often, but bombs can definitely screw up with me because of my strategies that I generally tend to use. But yeah, also I guess you can maybe get a bit more bang for your buck, because bolster helps everybody in the team and not just the one target that you're protecting. But if you are like if you don't care about anybody else than something very squishy like Charge It or whatever, then yeah, I mean Stone Skin is very good. I do have actually, it's so dumb because I'm in so desperate need of good champions, especially Void champions. But the one good champion I have pulled, like literally the only top meta champion that I have pulled on my account is Nekhret. I mean, unless we count the Rotos, but let's say the Void champion is Nekhret. And I have pulled 3 goddamn Nekhrets, which other people are gonna get mad that I complain about it, which I understand. But I wish I would have gotten Siphi or Taras or Lockout or like any of the meta champions. But I have gotten 3 Nekhrets. I kept 2. I could make a +2 one, but I have one empowered at +1 and the second one. Even though I haven't been using the second one in a long time. But having 2 Nekhrets is still so powerful that I can't let it go. If at some point I decide I need Stone Skin Nekhret or something else with it. My one Nekhret is in kind of good gear. I mean, it looks pretty good, but yeah, actually the immortal pieces are like very good, but the bolster is pretty mediocre actually. This doesn't have defense roll. This doesn't have HP ascension. It could definitely be way better than this. Only double roll, no good ascension. I'm kind of hoping that on the next bolster pass I will get some upgrades. I know some people are not, especially now with the Xena update, many people are not happy with bolster or like forge passes. Like, I don't have issue spending money in the game, but I do agree that the prices in this game are pretty insane when you compare it that you can actually buy some like proper real games for like similar amount of money. Like $40 can get you an expensive game, and $20 can be some older game or like a DLC to some AAA game and so on. But I basically buy bolster pass nowadays, and that's it. Except now I'm also buying those champion passes if they are very good champions for arena. And like I mentioned in the Xena video, I don't think Xena is going to be like something that destroys Taras in classic arena or anything like that. But I think she will be one of the better Nukers for live arena and something that I can definitely use. So it is pretty expensive when you think about it, like $40 for just one champion. But I am pretty frugal with the game in general anyways, at least like in comparison. So I am okay going for it. Interesting. He went with Rotos. It's not my favorite, but maybe we can go with either Init or Staltus and still be able to win this fight. The issue is that he picked the second driver. If I go with Staltus, I think it's pretty damn likely that he's gonna ban my Wukong, and I'm not gonna have enough damage to kill him with just Staltus, but we will see. I hope his last champion is in the lockout. Yeah, Nekhret is good here. I think he wants to ban my second Nuker, so now he has to decide if he wants to ban Nekhret or it. Init way is kind of interesting, but he could just ban the Nekhret, and in that case the Ronda will one-shot both Rotos and Init with the AoE nuke, so I'm actually not gonna go for it. He's gonna go first, and he can still easily one-shot the Init. Also, if he would have banned Wukong, he probably could, depending on his gear, he probably could just kill Init with Rotos A3 and Ronda A2 through Nekhret. Like, just nuke it straight up before it gets a turn. Damn, he has Su Chen, it's very popular. It's been very strong in the meta. I don't know if I want to ban the Nukers or Su Chen or just... No, actually... Yeah, let's go for the CV. Oh, he banned the UDK. I should have banned Rotos. I was kind of expecting him to still ban my Wukong, but he can counter it with Ronda A2 as well. Like, it's... Ronda A2 is not just hard-hitting nuke, but it's also gonna block the passives before it hits, and that means that Wukong is not gonna get revived if it dies to the A2. I think I fought this guy yesterday, but I could remember wrong. Yeah, that's kind of a weird interaction that Siphi slept the Staltus with the A1, as you do with Siphi, and then the Ronda also attacked. Oh, nice! The Ronda also attacked with her passive, where she joins an ally attack, and then Staltus, like the sleep still didn't get undone. I don't know if that's intentional. That could possibly even be a bug. I mean, it kind of should be a bug. Maybe I should actually report it. That's not something new. I have seen that a billion times, but maybe I should report it as a bug and see what they think about it. I mean, it definitely doesn't say that in the tooltip, and it's a stupid interaction that doesn't really make sense to me, but if I'm wrong, then tell me in comments. Okay, this is kind of looking good. I think if we proc Helm Smasher here, that should be it for the fight. Actually, I don't think that was with Helm Smasher proc, but it was still barely enough to kill the Siphi. Pretty sure we would have eaten almost twice that if we just had the Helm Smasher. But yeah, that should be it for this fight. I think I don't have defense buff, but maybe I can one-shot the Rotos if I go for the A2. Okay, not quite enough. Probably it doesn't matter either way, but if I did the A3, then Rotos would have not died and also got an extra turn. Okay, great, starting off with a win. Another win for Staltus. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with Staltus because he's definitely, it's kind of sad to say, but he's definitely one of my better nukers, and he is kind of tanky defense scaling nuker that has AoE, so oftentimes he's very needed for me, but also oftentimes when the enemy has like double reviver or Maritska and a second reviver, and then they pick lockout or something, that I can ban the revivers. He just doesn't have enough damage to deal with those teams. Honestly, if they have a tanky team with no reviver and Maritzka, he's not even able to kill like the team because like Maritzka is just keeping everybody alive with strengthen. So the damage is often. Wait, that was the second fight already. Why was I saying that was the first win? That was the second win. Anyway, Staltus kind of sometimes he's not good enough, and I get so frustrated with him. But in comparison to just using, well, even something like actually, damn it, I wanted to cancel the fight and talk about it. Something like Quintus, that I've noticed that, so, like every now and then people ask me in the comments that where are the Quintus videos and why are you not using him? And I've been planning to make a video talk about him. Wait, what's happening? For a while, but I've kind of been lazy and haven't gotten it done. But the issue that, or like the conclusion that I have come to. Wait, can I pick a champion? Am I just getting screwed here? I can't pick a champion, but I can see the game. Nice job, Plarium. That's awesome. Actually, I think I will get a decent team even if I can't pick any champions. I have seen this happen before. I will get like UDK and was it 2 or 3 nukers. But yeah, this kind of sucks, and thanks, Plarium. Anyway, the issue with Quintus is that he actually has like okay damage, not like insane damage, but if he was a tanky champion, then he will be able to get the job done in like medium length fights. But he's just not tanky. He doesn't one-shot anything unless it's a very squishy team. But over time he can kill pretty much anything because of his A2 ignoring passives and putting decreased defense, meaning that it can basically one-shot anything, including Taras. It doesn't even need resistance to buff strip. But the A3 isn't great AoE damage, but it does give him attack buffs and crit damage buff, so you don't need something with attack buff on your team. But it's not good enough to one-shot multiple champions at the start of the fight and destroy the enemy. And yeah, he's just gonna get one-shotted and you lose. You can't really protect him even with something like Nekhret in the current meta. Like George will one-shot him. Good Wukong will just kill the Nekhret and then one-shot your entire team. And something like Rotos can even just one-shot through the charged even with Nekhret protection and everything else. And then something like Harima is not gonna die to 1 or 2 attacks, and it's just gonna like whittle you down, and eventually Harima also will one-shot you, but I feel like it just isn't enough. Come on, Plarium, why are you screwing with me like this? It's not just me that has to suffer now, but also this guy has to wait like 1 minute between every pick. It's so stupid. Like, we can clearly see that I'm not like disconnected. I can see the picks. I just can't click on anything. That's so stupid. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought that I would get a decent team. I think when my Initve is in other gear, I'm not getting Initve, but now I'm getting Initve. Oh, yeah, no, actually, I was getting Mountain King before, but Mountain King isn't geared right now. So I have triple Nuker with no protection and no reviver, and I can't click on anything. Maybe when the fight starts, I can actually manually control myself, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this fight is not gonna count as loss. It's gonna count as a loss to Plarium, but not to me. Well, there has been a good amount of bugs in live arena, so this is definitely not the only one, and not even the worst one, because I don't remember the details, but there used to be some kind of bug that if you disconnect the fight in like certain way, you will just get the win and enemy will get the loss, and people were abusing like the shit out of that, and yeah, I heard that was a big issue, and that happened many times to me as well, but I think sometimes it just happened accidentally, because I've heard people saying that I did it to them as well, and I basically disconnected from the fight, and then I got the win, but... Oh, I'm still grayed out. I can still see the fight in real time, I just can't click on anything on the screen. Ah, goddamn Plarium. Dude, don't use the A3, do the A2, not use the A3, but we know the AI is gonna use the goddamn A3 and not the A2. Ah, come on. Well, I guess I don't have to play, but I don't think this fight is winnable. It definitely would have been. Like, we can already see from his champions that he's kind of lacking in champions. This would have been easy win if I could actually pick what I want. Well, maybe the AI can do it, who knows. Okay. He's hitting the stone skin Nekhret with A2, okay. Good job in it, man. I mean, I could just leave the fight. I knew it was gonna be lost, but... Okay, never mind, it's over now. Wait, can I even leave the fight? No, I can't even leave it, I have to just close the client. Well, that sucks. You can see I have like billion things on my on my screen, and those are just a fraction of the thumbnails that I have done for the videos. So sometimes, like, even though my thumbnails are not that cute or anything, sometimes I do like 15 versions of the same video's thumbnail, or I change it a couple times before I get it done. I hope the same thing doesn't instantly happen again though. Okay, let's see. Wait, what? Yeah, it counted as battle. I mean, it obviously has nothing to do with that guy, but damn, that sucks. Anyway, we're still 2-0. That loss was for that was an L for Plarium, not for us. I've had it happen before, but the last time it happened was so long time ago that I honestly forgot about that bug. But like I said, there has been a large quantity of different bugs in Live Arena, so it's definitely been hard content for Plarium to like implement into the game. I kind of get it why Live Arena would have so many bugs, but it is what it is. Anyway, we got the new fusion. I honestly I don't even remember his name. I looked at his kit and I think they were saying in CC chat that, look, you got the new reviver counter for Arena. And then I'm looking at, oh yeah, we can't see it. I'm pretty sure the champion is already public, because I saw people posting it in the official Discord general chat. Wait, let me find it. I might as well find it if I'm gonna talk about it. Where is it? Oh yeah. Can show the pictures. Wait, what? Where did it go? Okay, there it is. So, A1 attacks one enemy, has 80% chance of stealing one random buff from enemy, also places block buffs for 2 turns, attacks all enemies, removes all buffs, then places 25% weaken, places 50% increase attack, and then either gives you increased defense or attack depending which stat is higher. All of this is like super mediocre. Then basically the passive is that if enemy revives, then he's gonna do the A2, which just buff strips and does weaken. So this champion is pretty irrelevant. I'm probably gonna go for it because I can definitely do it, and I actually skipped the last fusion because of the Wukong event. Even though I probably should have gone for it because it was a fragment and I probably could have still gotten it done, but I ended up skipping it because I was like 0 brews and low on resources after the 4-star Wukong Blessing event. And now I'm kind of topped up on stuff, even though I'm kind of very low off. I'm very low on silver, but otherwise I'm good on resources, so I can definitely do the event. I've been farming Ascension materials. I should have balanced it out and done a bit dungeons to keep silver up, but I was thinking that I'm not doing fusion, so I can stock up some Ascension stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go for it. The champion looks pretty cool. I mean, I've seen other people mention this, that it kind of looks like he's using Python staff and wearing him as an armor, and then he has like the passive has some extra effect if the enemy team has lizardmen, so I'm pretty sure he's meant to have some kind of lore beef with Python or lizardmen. But for someone like me who has played this game for a long time, and I might not have most of the top champions or hardly any of them, but I definitely have like a million champions better than that, so it doesn't have any use for me as other than maybe as champion for faction guardians or for token trader. I usually want to pick the Wukong so that the enemy can't have it, but if he picks Rotos, I'm gonna be screwed. Rotos is very good against Taras. He's the only way that I can reliably fight Taras, and actually I can pretty reliably fight against Taras teams with him, so I don't want to miss out on getting Rotos. But like I said, I'm gonna do the fusion. If you're barely able to do any fusion, I will definitely skip this one. But I'm definitely never gonna use it, so it's just gonna stay in my vault, and I level it to 20 and for champion training event, and that's all of the action that it's ever gonna see in this game. I mean, all of the champions and fusions can be top tier, so we're bound to get some crappy fusions, so I'm not too bummed about it. I know Reddit always gets very wordy when we have bad fusions, but it's gonna happen. Okay, this is kind of very standard typical team that is very good, but actually it's kind of lacking in some of the champions that I have the hardest time dealing with, like Lockout and Harima. He can still pick them, but if he continues with this, also he doesn't have Mariska. If he continues with this and he would ban my Wukong or let me have Rotos, which he probably won't. Maybe he does actually now that he has Ronda. It seems like a beatable team. Okay, am I gonna go with Yumeko? I mean, Kaimar. Wait. Oh, actually, this might be doable. Actually, I'm gonna ban the Ronda. This might seem like a weird thing, but Ronda is gonna destroy both Wukong and Rotos, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna ban one of my Nukers. And he's outspeeding my team with Sifi and Yumeko. So I don't think I'll be able to do any kind of what? He banned Wukong. I'm kind of surprised about that. But actually, yeah, this went perfectly for me. He banned Wukong, which Protoss is way better against his current team than Wukong is. It will be very hard to beat it with Wukong because of Aras reducing his attack. Protoss can definitely do it, it's not a problem, but Ronda would always one-shot the Protoss easily with A1 and A2, or even A3 if he doesn't have shields. But we're gonna have to suffer with the lockout, but it wasn't an empowered one, so I was kind of expecting to be able to resist it with my Kaimar. Blessing and empowerment gives you insane amount of accuracy and resistance. So generally I know that if I meet somebody that is +4 with blessing, like 6-star blessing, which top accounts pretty much always have, I know that my Kaimar is not gonna work against them, but something like this it usually works against. Also, like, granted that Yumeko has 60 accuracy aura that she can use, and they will often use that, especially in live arena, but even in classic arena people use it. Ah, damn it. Wait, the Siphi is very low HP, maybe I can still one-shot her even with the decrease attack. But yeah, she has the aura, which she can use, but hardly ever are the Yumekos built on high accuracy, and they're usually built mostly for speed, so it's an uphill battle, but usually it's still a doable matchup for me. I mean, she is gonna do another lockout soon, so I kind of need to get some work done fast, or it might be lost. But Python is kind of good here though, because he does heal with the A1. In these kind of situations, Python is definitely way better than Duchess, but it kind of depends on the enemy team. Like for Roto specifically, he really doesn't need the attack buff, but basically all of the other attack nukers that I have, at least, they really need the attack buff, so often if I meet, well actually if I would fight the same team with Wukong, the damage would become an issue, because they have multiple revivers, so if I don't one-shot everybody, that means that the entire team is gonna get back up, and then Wukong is gonna get attack reduced, and only with, like, if I do couple AoEs and I don't win, then it's game over, because I don't have enough damage to kill him anymore. So in that situation, attack buff can be very necessary. That guy was pretty high points too. In those fights I really need the attack buff, and sometimes it sucks if they pick the Duchess. But in something like this, Python healing Rotos with A1 and preventing him from dying to the Taras A1s is like way better than having Duchess. Damn, we're 3-0, but our record is getting destroyed by the Plarium's bugs. There is a separate channel in the CC chat to report bugs. I don't think I have ever reported any bugs, even though there is many in the game, and I have encountered many. Though I have seen other CCs report a bunch of them, so oftentimes I have seen that this has already been reported, so there's no reason for me to do it, but I might as well do it. Probably they would know of that bug, but then again, there is so many different bugs in Live Arena that maybe that's a new one, or maybe they're not aware of it, so I might as well report it since I have it on video. I don't have to like write a 500 page essay describing the bug. I can just make a short description and link the video and force the Plarium community managers to give me some views and money. Maybe that can be kind of my way as to like repay the favor to them. Assuming that they watch the video, but I think they probably will. Why would they have the channel if they don't actually address the bugs? I think this is the first Harima that we meet today, which kind of says a lot because we have been winning so far. Should I just go with Nekhret? I kind of don't really know with his team. Maybe I should have just gone with the second Nuker already or picked Kaimar, but if I have to go with Staltus against this team, I'm gonna be screwed. Staltus is not gonna put a dent on team with dodges that he can weak hit on, and then also Maritska passive and Harima passive. It's not doable. Oh, okay, the first 3 champions were insanely good, but then the last 2 ones were kind of below average for sure, so maybe it's actually doable. If I want to go with Tormin or Staltus, I think those are the options. I'm gonna ban the dodges, I think, but Tormin or Staltus. Let's actually go with Tormin. Even though I don't have defense buff, he only has Mariska, so I probably can still kill his team. It's very squishy outside of her. If he had multiple tanky nukers, then probably not, but I think I can now. Oh, he didn't ban Rotos. Yeah, I can kill him, and also it might be that often people don't build Heprox with full crit rate because you basically don't need it in their kit, since they do a self-attack buff and crit rate buff. But if he wants to do that, then he's gonna get risk getting owned by Tormin passive, so this kind of puts him in between rock and hard place. And also, even though Maritska has Kelenas, she does also has a chance to freeze her team, so it's not terrible. Can I one-shot the Maritska? It looks very tanky. I don't know if I can even do it, but then Ronda might be in reaction, and then I will proc the Heproc passive. Let's just go for Maritska. It might not die. Yeah, I should have done A2. Well, I definitely didn't. Wait, he has. I'm so dumb. He has Harima in his team. I should have just gone for the A2. That was stupid of me. Okay, I definitely shouldn't do revive now because Rotos is just gonna get one-shotted. Let's just go for the A1, but I might have already lost this fight. Maybe I can kill the Maritska with the A2. I might not. Let's try. Okay, good. I mean, that was without defense buff, but then also Maritska didn't have any buffs on herself, so it kind of makes sense. Very rarely does people not put out buffs at the start of the fight, since CV is pretty much 100% pick rate and almost always a first pick if somebody has it. And usually Maritska would open with the strengthen, but she didn't go for it because of Tormin passive. Okay, I think we might be good here. Yeah, I don't think that Harima has the AoE hit. If she does, then we will still lose. Okay, but now that Rotos got turned, we're good. I'm not gonna lie, his first 3 picks were very intimidating. And I was kind of thinking that I'm gonna get destroyed in this fight. But then his last 2 picks were just Heproc and Ronda, that are the level of nukers that I run as well, if not even lower. Well, Hebrag is probably on the same tier as my secondary nukers like Staltus, but Tranda is definitely not a top nuker anymore, so it wasn't actually that bad fight. I could have lost. I kind of almost lost it there, and I definitely should have opened with Rotos A2 and not 3. I forgot that he had Harem. I was thinking that I might be able to one-shot the Maritska, but I was being dumb. Anyway, that's not the first time that I'm dumb in raid, and it's not gonna be last time, so we'll just have to deal with it. By the way, I'm kind of chilling a lot for it nowadays. I think I mentioned it in the last live arena video as well. But I do have a Discord now. It's not that old, it was only made a couple months ago. But it's surprisingly active, so if you're into PvP, then you should definitely join my Discord. I think, sadly, there isn't really like any good arena Discord in the game to hang out. Like, there isn't something that has massive audience like Hellhades Discord or whatever. There used to be Moneyball Discord, but he quit making videos like maybe 3-4 years ago, and he didn't quit the game. He played long after that, but he doesn't anymore. But that Discord used to be the place to go for everybody that is into PvP and talk with everybody. But it doesn't really exist anymore, or it kind of does, but it has been given to multiple different people and it's very inactive nowadays, so my Discord might not be as good as Moneyball Discord used to be, but I should definitely try to make it as good as it can be, and it might even be the best one out there right now. So I mean, there's definitely many much bigger raid Discords, but I don't think there's really hardly any like arena focused Discords. There is a few, and those are even smaller CCs than me, so maybe we can maybe I should build the second Nekhret, a super fast one for something like this. God damn it, I need to decide fast. I don't have Nekhret in the team, so I'm definitely not gonna use it in this fight, but can I even build? If I had like 350 speed Nekhret and I had like 2, then in these kind of matchups I could totally get them by surprise. But now if I pick my Nekhret that is very slow, and then I pick my Iditve that is fairly slow as well, Wukong could just polymorph my Nekhret or Iditve, and Ronda would definitely move before me, so that wouldn't work out. I do have Cardiel. I could have done Cardiel and Iditve, but they usually just ban Cardiel anyway in those type of scenarios. I think the Nekhret would kind of be unexpected, and they wouldn't realize that I have a second one that is insanely fast. Okay, what do I... Wait, should I go... I could go for Tormin and ban the... Should I do it? Let's do it. Let's ban the Duchess and go for Tormin. But I forgot this champion's name. Whatever it is, pretty sure he doesn't place immunity, but he does place many other buffs, so... Wait, it's not Islin, no, it's a different one. Damn, I forgot this champion's name. I mean, I do have it myself. Wait, what is its name? Amix Drunkheart, yeah, that's what it is. He's fairly popular. I have seen a bunch of these. It's kind of similar like the Helicat strategy, but I think he plays unkillable. It's not block damage. I think it's unkillable with and the taunt, so. And now I guess he's avoiding using boss because he doesn't want to freeze at him. Damn, we really needed to get Ronda frozen there. If we would have gotten freeze on Ronda, we would have basically won at that point, but now it's looking pretty tough. I don't know if we can make a come. Oh yeah, he does. No, never mind. The Warlord placed immunity before, but yeah, he doesn't. So he kind of played it smart to wait out one turn to do it, but we definitely could have gotten better RNG too. Tormin is still alive. Maybe if we can freeze the Ronda now. Come on. It's looking tough. Wait, actually, both Warlord and Wukong got frozen. Maybe that's enough for me to pull off a revive. Yeah. Let's put the immunity on. Well, he already used A2, but let's, just in case, let's put the immunity so we don't get stunned by Wukong or anything, and maybe we can pull off a revive and still do a comeback. All we need is one hit on the Ronda and we're good. At that point, if Python is alive, then we will definitely win it eventually. I think his lockout is probably not. Granted, it was frozen just now, but I don't think it's fast enough without turn meter boost to keep my Python permanently locked out. So I think he might eventually be able to pull off a revive if I just get the Ronda killed first. Oh yeah, Ronda is. I think I'm gonna lose. Ronda was gonna die from one more Python turn, but then he got the stupid Warlord heal. Yeah, I think I lost this one. It's a very close one. I mean, definitely if I gotten lucky, I would have gotten Ronda frozen once, I would win, but probably, I mean, I think I only got A1s on the Ronda, so it's not like she was guaranteed to get frozen. Yeah. Okay, we lost that one, but I think Tormin was probably a good try to go with her. Okay, well, that's definitely a loss, but yeah, the issue here was that the last champion was Duchess and he picked Wukong, so I definitely would not have been able to kill his team with Staltus if I banned the lockout. I was kind of hesitant to go for it and I wanted to ban the Duchess, but also with the Wukong and Ronda or like CC from everybody except Emik, it was we were not really able to get many turns to nuke. Rotos didn't get a single turn, and I think Tormin only got 2 turns where he was only able to use the A1. Anyway, good fight. It was kind of close one, so we can't really complain about it too much. By the way, I only did couple videos last week, and actually I have a list of videos that I'm planning to do, and yeah, I didn't do any of them, even though I have multiple pile up that I should have done, and there's a couple videos that I was meant to do on summer that kind of expired because I never did them, but I should definitely do at least 1 or 2 videos of the list this week, and definitely I need to do 2 live arena sessions and not just 1. Especially now when something interesting happened and I may be doing these videos a bit more professionally with more monetary incentive, so it's kind of weird that last week I was kind of slacking, but it happened, so. I was almost considering to just buy Xena, like straight up, and doing a video about her on Sunday, but then I was thinking that, god damn it, that would be so... I mean, it would be content, it probably wouldn't even pay off to be fair, but... even if I broke even on it, I just would have felt a dummy if I did it, so... I mean, I'm already gonna be kind of dummy when I buy the $40 Xena, but I'm gonna be a $40 dummy and not $60 dummy at least. But that would have been content to do it on the weekend, or if I... well, to be fair, better would have been if I had access to test server, and there I could have done it more properly and then right from the start, but sadly neither one of those were option. Should I go with Python here? It's running out of time. Just in case I can't ban the lockout and I need heals for Rotos, but it's too late to guess now. To be fair, this might not, like... I mean, I can't really hide the name since the name is literally Panda 2, but everybody knows that Panda has like 200 million accounts that he owns. I don't know how you accumulate many top accounts, but you can probably guess how. And yeah, it's a bot. It might be manually doing the fights, but usually it's bots that are doing all of these fights, and that might mean that we are able to finesse this account, even though it's clearly way better than ours. But maybe it's not a bot this time. Who knows? I have seen some people kind of trolling with his bot accounts, and they pick meme teams because they know it's a bot, but I'm not sure if I can afford to do it. Wait. The charge it is kind of risky there. If we ban the Siphi, could we actually... I don't know if it's a good idea. Now let's just go with Staltus. Yeah, if I was thinking about going with Tormin, but then it would have been again without defense buff, and we would have lacked damage, and we would have been locked out again, so... He does have double reviver, but we can do it with, like, the team is not so tanky. If we can just survive for a bit, we can definitely kill it with Staltus. Okay, but this is definitely bot because he didn't ban the Rotos, and he went for the UDK instead of Nekhret or Rotos. I'm pretty sure it's a bot. If the Georgie procs the passive, he can still easily one-shot Staltus through Nekhret protection, but if he doesn't, then he might survive. Also, that Georgie looks very low HP. It might not even have any gear on, to be fair. Or I think that Georgie must have been like missing a couple pieces of gear, because you don't really see that low health bars usually. Georgie has low health, but that low, I think he might be ungeared actually. Let's protect Rotos instead of doing the ally attack. Ah, okay, we got feared. We can still totally lose the fight. Yeah, everybody in our team is CC'd, and if Georgie has gear on, it's gonna one-tap our team, but I honestly think that Georgie is not geared. I don't think I can one-shot the Siphi because it's very tanky, and we have decreased attack and he has decreased defense, so let's just kill the Georgie that probably won't do that much damage and just gain damage from the A2 like health steal and the masteries. Oh damn it. Maybe that wasn't good. Yeah, pretty sure that one is missing gear. Damn, I'm getting destroyed by this Ukko. Come on, get polymorph just once. Okay. That was kind of a bit late on it. He already got like 200 million stuns, but maybe it's enough that we can still make a comeback. Yeah. This is the like how much difference champions and account makes. He has an ungeared charge it, and I'm fighting against a bot that is not like controlling their actions even remotely properly, and I'm getting completely trashed by like Panda's 300 account, so that's how it is. It's maybe a bit like kind of eats a man, but there's not really much I can do about it. Hopefully we will at least not lose, but it's not looking good. It's like literally taking into account this charge it is ungeared. Like we can clearly see from the damage that it doesn't have gear on, and we're struggling. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, at this point we're good, but that was very close. God damn. And we were definitely fighting the bot. This is definitely not Panda or any of his clanmates actually playing on this account. I mean, considering that Arrasal Helper is allowed, which I think is good, it helps everybody, I don't really care if he's running a bot in live arena. I don't think that's an issue for me. I don't have anything against it, as long as he doesn't do something nefarious in Platinum Arena reset to boost himself. But outside of that, I don't care if he uses the bot. But if we lost to the bot, then it definitely would have sucked. So wait, I was supposed to show something before the second last fight, but I already forgot what it is. Was it something about Emic Drunkheart, or what was it? I don't recall what it was. But yeah, sometimes people suggest to me that why don't I use Emic instead of Helicat? Well, there's a couple different reasons, but first of all, I don't have a Siphi, and even though Helicat doesn't do it instantly, it does place increased defense, and I'm basically using it often for Tormin as increased defense buffer, even though he's definitely not the best one for that. And I remember when people were running Helicat Nuker, they were still using Siphi with him always. But he does do that, even though Emic does like reduces ally cooldowns by 1 turn and a shield. He does do defense buff, and then also Emic does have unkillable and not block damage. They might sound kind of similar on paper, but of course for arena, for PvE often there's no difference between them, but for arena, of course block damage is much better than unkillable, because that means that we're staying at full health instead of 1 health. So I mean, the taunt is good, but I definitely do think that Helicat is better. He does have the passive that can lock down enemy team, but it's very situational, not instant activation at the start of the light fight like Yumeko or Warlord, so I don't think it's quite the same. Actually, I guess we got one more champion as well, I forgot. Yeah, Krixia. Krixia is kind of the new Yumeko, but better. It is a primal shard champion, so very likely that you're not gonna have this one, but all of the top whales are nowadays whaling for this one, and most of them already have it, and many of them have it empowered at this point, so get used to meeting this champion a lot. But basically on one skill it has lockout, and on another skill it has like cooldown reset, but then it also does bunch of other things, so it's a very good champion. I think it, I mean, of course I wish I would get it, and there is not too many interesting champions from Primal Shards. That's definitely by far the best one. There's like some mid-tier champions that are kind of viable but very niche, but that's the only top-tier Primal champion currently. I really wish that I would get him. Like, it would be fun to get something new again when it's relevant. Like, my first Nekhret when I got it, it was straight when Nekhret was released, so that was super cool. I remember I was the first guy in my clan to get it. There was somebody else that also got it from the first event, but by the way, this is the clan that I was in those days, but I was the first guy to get it, even though it lasted like 30 minutes or something, but it felt very cool. That's definitely the only time that something like that ever happened to me in Raid. And when you have a new top champion, you can like ride the train so far. Like, people are not familiar with the matchup, and new OP champions are generally better than old OP champions because of the novelty, and people haven't built counters for it and so on. You like it's so fun to have one of those. And if I were to get her, then I wouldn't need one of those like old school lockout champions. Yeah, he got the UDK first pick. That's not nice. He's definitely gonna go with Harima as well. I mean, I already know it, but I guess we're gonna go with this. He's gonna go with Harima and lockout, and Harima lockout Sifi, and then one more Nuker, maybe Taras or George it. This is an account that has like basically everything, so yeah, almost everybody is at 6-star blessing as well. Justice is only 5-star, but he probably even has the materials to buy it. He just hasn't gotten it visible in the store. I kind of want to go with Tormin, but I don't. There's no way we can risk it since we already have 2 Nukers and he can still pick a second support. I'm running out of time. Either Helicat or Nekhret. We have the Wukong, so but he could go with something like Ramantu. He could just go with Ramantu and Taras or Georget, but okay. Yeah, it's still like the axis of evil. He has UDK, Harima, and Lockout. It's the nightmare for my account. I can't do any damage against this team. Either we're gonna ban the Yumeko or Lockout. I kind of need to think about it. If you didn't pick the Duchess, I would honestly go with Duchess here and not Kaimar, but I hate this team. It's so like unwinnable, unfair matchup. Well, let's ban the Harima, but there's basically nothing we can do. So I don't know why I ponder on it too much and get annoyed, because it's unwinnable. He doesn't have empowered Yumeko, but he does have 5-star blessing. He definitely has multiple lockouts. He might actually have another empowered Yumeko too, so maybe that is a high accuracy Yumeko. Yeah, it's not super fast. So maybe that is a high accuracy Yumeko. It might even lock out our Kayamar this time. I knew it. I'm pretty sure he has multiple Yumekos, so I was kind of surprised to see an unempowered Yumeko, but he probably has another empowered one. That is the fast one, and that is the high accuracy Yumeko that he has. I kind of knew it, but the combination that we went with the Helicat and Kayamar was good. Now, even though, I mean, we don't have any chance, but he did get us locked out, but then we did get the block damage up first, so it gave us a little bit of fighting chance, but there is none in this fight. We don't have attack buff. He has Staltus reducing our attack. We are getting constantly locked out. He has revive, and the UDK in Stone Skin, so only way we can beat this is that if our Wukong, if somehow we survive long enough for the Stone Skin to end, which we're not gonna, and our Wukong resists the Yumeko lockout, which he doesn't have resistance, so it's a low chance for it to happen. And then we proc Helm Smasher, and we get high damage rolls, and we kill both UDK and Justice in 1A2. That's the only way we can win this fight. And I don't think I even if that happened, I don't think I have enough damage to one-shot both of them at the same time if the UDK is full health, so not looking good. Oh, are we gonna get a second block damage up? If he doesn't fear our Helicat now, okay. That's good. Let's actually go for the A2 because Helicat already has it back up. Oh, okay, I messed up there. I'm so dumb. And we have the... God damn it, we can do the AoE, we're gonna break the creep. Our Helicat got slept because of the Hex. And we have decreased attack, so we definitely can't one-shot the UDK. It was better to just do A1 and save the A2 later, but maybe we're gonna get locked out next turn anyway. I guess I should have done the A2. Damn it, and now Yumeko is gonna get the turn before Helicat and lock us out. Okay, we're screwed. I messed it up there. I should have just done either A1 or A3 on Helicat and not the A2. Oh, he didn't get the lockout. Okay, maybe we still have a chance. I'm pretty sure he definitely has the lockout next turn, so let's just go for the A2. I still don't think we have a chance to win this fight, but if we actually do, that would be hilarious. I mean, we definitely should not win this fight or against this Akon just in general. Definitely the fast Helicat kind of caught him off guard. He definitely okay. It's over now, I think. He definitely like he knew that he like Protoss is my main champion and killing it is a good way to deal with me, but he definitely got caught off guard that the Helicat was actually like full speed and not the typical build that you usually see. It wasn't like half nuker and half speed or anything like that. Well, kind of close. We definitely put out some fight, but honestly, I'm surprised that we were even able to put any type of fight. I thought that everybody was gonna be full HP in his team and we would never get a turn, but it was because of the Helicat. I definitely have pretty good gear on Helicat. I haven't looked his gear in a while. I haven't touched it in a long time. I think I probably could clip it up a little bit more. Wait, where is it? Yeah, so it's basically 2-speed speed and 4-piece zone skin. Normally, I mean, I have run many different builds on Helicat and I have been kind of testing him with everything. You could build him as like fast Nuker in Savage, or you could build him in even in fast Nuker gear in Stone Skin. Even that is kind of viable sometimes, but I have just gone for full speed because I don't really have a lot of speed threats with CC, so he's kind of my opposite version of a speed threat, like a defensive speed threat. And sometimes he's very good, but he definitely struggles with the Wukong meta. He was way better before Wukong release. Let's just put it that way. Before Wukong release and before the change that they made to 6-star blessings, he was insanely better than he is now. He's still very good, but back then he was kind of OP, to be honest. But yeah, so it's no damage, it's just full speed in 4-piece stone skin, so that he doesn't get CC'd at the start of the fight by something like Sifi A1 and so on. Okay, so yeah, basically full clipped triple weapon, quad helmet that is with 5-star clips or not fully clipped. Yeah, triple shield. This one could be clipped more. Maybe I need to use 6-star clips on him. Kind of undecided, but maybe I should use it on some of these pieces, or at least try to get all of them +5. A quad roll HP gloves is very good. Oh yeah, two quad rolls, 2 triple rolls. Chest is only a double roll, that sucks. It is very fast. I think banner is triple as well. Even this accuracy is kind of nice because I'm using polymorph on him even though he doesn't have enough accuracy. And then he has crit damage amulet, which you might be like, why? But charges are very common. I don't have a better amulet. I mean, my Duchess has it, but charges are very common. I should actually probably... I don't think it's even worth to ask in this. I'll just save it for other stuff. Maybe I'll do it down the line. Yeah, it doesn't even have HP roll on it. But yeah, Charge It ignores Stone Skin with his single target nuke, and oftentimes they go first with either Sifi turn meter boost or Chu Chen, and they try to kill Helicat first before he gets a turn, and it's very vital that he has reaction. It has gotten me many wins because Charges are expecting to one-shot him and then he survives the nuke and they don't get extra turn and they don't get to do the AoE. Yeah, basically ignores everything, including Stone Skin. It's insanely hard. I think this has 5.7 multiplier, and if he procs passive then he's basically ignoring 100% of defense, and then he gets extra turn and do the AoE if he gets a kill. Which basically Charge It A3 is always gonna get killed unless the enemy procs reaction or... But yeah, basically that's the only way to survive it. It's no matter, even if you have like 150k HP Duchess with defense buff, they are gonna fully ignore your defense and hit you like 350k, so it's not even remotely possible to ever survive it in ordinary situations. Nekhret protection, nothing like that is even helpful. Like a well-geared Charge It with attack buff, they are gonna kill even my 150k Duchess through Nekhret protection, so that's how hard it is. It's almost in the in the borderline that if they don't have good gear on Nekhret, or if, like if my Yatze still has strengthen, it might survive it, but against the top accounts it's not gonna survive it if they proc the passive. Anyway, I'm complaining a lot, but we're actually doing pretty good today. We have 3 losses, but 1 doesn't count. This one was really close, and even this one was kind of close, and this fight shouldn't even be close. So I can't get too mad about those results. And soon we get Xena, so I will have new toys to play with. I'm checking that am I recording, but thank God I was recording. I was getting the like blooming suspicion that everything is going too well, and am I actually even recording the video? But we are. I didn't buy the pass yet. I am gonna buy it. I mean, I'm a sucker. I'm just gonna do it. But I'm gonna wait until I'm done with the event at least. By the way, good luck on these 6-star cruel pieces. People often forget how good 2-piece cruel is. It's the best nuke 2-piece set, and it's not even close. It's way better than crit damage set, even for HP scaling nukers and defense scaling nukers. And you get very limited supply of them, and in general on any set, even if you get a lot of it, getting good bottom pieces is insanely rare. So considering that everybody gets multiple 6-star bottom pieces, I'm sure some people are gonna get insane bottom pieces, maybe some of you guys as well, so good luck with that. I could honestly do with some better cruel 2-piece items myself. I already have like on top pieces I have multiple good pieces on each slot with all of the good substats, but on bottom pieces I'm kind of lacking. I have some okay ones, couple really good ones, but not enough. I would really want to get either boots or a chest with like, or attack scaling Nuker with all of the good substats, or at least speed and crit damage without crit rate. I don't know what I should do here. He has the UDK and Datsus, so should I just pick Python and see first what he does? But let's do it. But then he might pick Nekhret too. Anyway, let's do it. This gives me more room to maybe still try to get good picks against him. It's early in the morning, so I'm kind of antsy. I'm only powered by energy drink, but I didn't eat anything yet because I had to wake up just for this video so that I can still post this today. Because the next time slot that we get to play live arena is in like many hours, and if I play that one, then I can post this video today. I mean, it's like 9 AM, so it's like it's normal time for me, but like, I mean, we started doing the battles like 1 hour ago, and I just woke for it and I didn't do any food before it. I'm gonna make some burgers after this, and then I need to do some actual real life stuff and studying. Ah, wait, god damn it, I'm being way too slow. Actually, I got the champions that I wanted to get, but I should have thought after I did the picking. I almost clicked Helicat there because I didn't have enough time to like compute it in my head, but that was definitely the right decision. It didn't even end up picking lockout, but it's all good. Hopefully we have enough accuracy on Kaimar to get rid of some of the buffs and go before his Taras, and that way we could mitigate some damage and survive long enough for the stone skin to end. It's still gonna be tough killing this team because he has double reviver with Taras, meaning that it's a ticking time bomb, and every time we do AoE attack, we're one step closer to losing this game. And basically, if we do like more than two AoE attacks without winning the game, then we lost the fight. So that sucks. I don't get why Taras has so many broken passes. Even if he didn't have the damage reducing passive, which is insane. Like, no champion should have a passive that reduces 50% damage, and especially not a Nuker that scales from HP. That is just dumb beyond like anything. I can't complain about Taras enough. But then he also reduces enemy attack every time he gets hit. That's so stupid. There should at least be some mechanic to it that I don't know, it gets reset when he dies, or if you lock him out or place block buffs or whatever burn on him, then those things get reset. But there's no counterplay against it, and it's insanely OP, and it doesn't require any agency or like effort from the enemy. It's just passive that happens by itself. I hate Taras so much. I wish we could roll back in time like 1.5 years ago and then implement Live Arena 10. I think if we had Live Arena at the start of the last year, it would have been very fun to do it. Like, I'm still enjoying Live Arena, but it would have been so much better format. But now it's just I get so frustrated with these matchups. And like, don't get me wrong, sure, something like Rotos can deal with Taras in like if he doesn't have like Harilma and UDK and so on. But I mean, Rotos is kind of OP too. I mean, the fact that Rotos might be able to kill Taras because he has like his own insanely broken mechanics, and only in very specific situations. It's not like he can just easily kill Taras like Taras can easily kill everybody else other than maybe Rotos. But that doesn't mean that he isn't like super OP, and it's only something that like Rotos that can kind of put out a fight against him, but almost every other Nuker is just completely screwed. Charge it can kind of one-shot him, but like charge it damage is just beyond broken. And the issue with charge it too is that he's squishy, so you need to go first and lock him out and so on. And it's RNG, so he might not even do the damage, and you're also screwed. Damn it, I kind of wish the UDK didn't die there, because now it forced us to do the AoE, and we had our attack reduced. Yeah, basically this is our final shot. I think we're gonna do AoE next turn. Maybe. Depends how high health the Elva is. If we're able to... If the Duchess... Oh, Elva is gonna revive. I was gonna say that if the Duchess uses revive now, and then we kill the Elva with AoE, then our attack is reduced by 20%. And that's the final chance for us to... Which one should I do? Oh wait, let's do that. We might actually go before the Duchess, because we get turn meter boost. We didn't. I should have just done the buff strip. I was dumb. I think it's over. Sadly, it's over. Now our attack is too low and we're not able to kill those supports again. So dumb, so dumb. I think EU likes to do a lot of like fines for like illegal and like monopolistic business practices. I think EU should give Plarium criminal penalty and sentence the creators of Taras and Maritska to play 5 hours of live arena and classic arena every day without Taras and Maritska. I think there needs to be some punishment and some they need to pay for their crimes against PvP, and I think that would be like poetic justice that would that they deserve. And I'm not even kidding about that. EU should literally do it. I would completely support that one. I might not support many things that EU does, but for once that would be something good that EU has done. So contact your local MP and tell them to think about it. Maybe we can right some wrongs in this game. Maybe we still have a small chance to win this fight. If we're able to kill the Elma before Duchess gets revived, maybe yes. We really need to get Helm Smasher. Oh, he died. I think that's over. I think if we didn't die there and we procced Helm Smasher on the next day too, I think we would have won, but I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, we have Life Harvest, but we're not gonna do any damage with Wukong anymore, so even if he gets to do a turn, it might not even be enough damage to kill the UDK, even with Helm Smasher. We got it done, but the attack is getting lower and lower. I kind of didn't want to do the revive because Wukong wasn't gonna get full turn meter, but we had to at least try to get the Kaimar up at some point. Come on, please get sleeps. Okay, great. Just he had the revive already. Yeah, now we're doing like 17k damage in like on an insanely geared Wukong. I mean, my UDK A1s often do like 20 to 30k damage, and my Wukong is in very good Nuker, and at this point he's doing 17k damage, so... Wait, what? Oh, okay. It looks like there's something on my shirt, but it's just the actual shirt. It looked kind of funny on the video. Can we kill UDK? Okay, yeah, see, we can't even kill the UDK anymore. And it's like it's even gonna get worse than it is right now, so... When Taras dies, it should just reset that passive, or there should be something else, like when he gets burned, when he gets CC'd. yeah, it is what it is. That is very frustrating. I mean, I don't really even have a lot to say about that. Well, let me show you the Wukong gear. Like, you might be saying like, okay, maybe that guy has very good gear, and that's why my Wukong is doing 17k damage. Like, well, no, let's look it up from Helicat. That's much better. Wait, oh my god, was there some video playing this entire time? Oh my god, I think I might have a second audio and this video is totally screwed. I have to look it up. So I just noticed that probably for this entire video there has been like some news playing on my second screen at the same time, and it has recorded the audio as well, but the audio sounded so low that it was barely hearable. So maybe I can reduce it with some program and try to get it work, but I might have to just, I can't even post this video. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but let's play this till the end and then I'll have to think about it. Anyway, let's finish my Taras whining and then get to the fights. I mean, that's my gear. I mean, you probably know that I have okay gear, so 17k damage with AoE nuke and A1 with this gear is a joke. So as I said, we need to sentence the creators of Ukraine Duo to play Arena without Ukraine Duo and let them get the justice that they deserve. If they are forced to do it, then we probably would see nerfs like the next week. But maybe I'm very cynical, but I would have to assume that they don't play Arena, or they at least don't care about it, because it is so dumb. Anyway, I mean, they want to sell champions, they want to keep some champions broken, some champions not, and they want to make Voids better than everything else. That is understandable, but it is like it is just too much. Like, you can have an OP champion that is the best champion without being like so OP like they are. That's what I think. But I know that there's people like who don't want to see them nerfed, and I get it because you have them, but still. Maybe in this fight we're actually gonna go with Init, since he picked from them from the get-go, so now I can kind of prepare. I think we're gonna go with both Nekhret and Guardian in this one. Maybe he's actually gonna ban the Init. I think he was probably gonna ban it if I pick this. Anyway, I hope the video isn't screwed because there was some news playing on the background and I didn't even realize it, but it was very low. Maybe it is still doable. Maybe if I put music on and try to remove it a little bit with some program, you might not even realize it, because when I was I went back quickly to listen to the video and I was not able to hear it at some parts of the video, and I was able to add some others, but I think it was possibly playing on the entire video. I have to check it closer later. By the way, this guy is in gold 2, so he's way lower points than us, so we kind of got good fight for us. Probably he's gonna be as frustrated as I was in the last fighting against the Taras team, so I can't be too happy about it, to be honest. Wait, I'm dumb. I picked a UDK, I can't pick Cardial, I have to pick 2 Nukers. But okay, to be fair, out of these two, I still need the Nekhret more than I need the Cardial. So wait, Initve and with the second Nuker. In this one, we can definitely just go with Staltus. Yeah, we can go with Staltus. I was kind of tempted to go with Samson, but we don't know what his last pick is. If he has Rotos, then we definitely shouldn't go with Samson. But if last pick is something that is not a big deal to us, then we probably could have banned Rotos and Samson might have been good. By the way, Raman to passive is not only gonna buff strip us, but it's gonna block Init block revive. It's kind of double-edged sword that because he did ban Init, that makes sense. I think this is still winnable, but well, we can lose it, but let's see. But because Init block revive is from his passive and not skills, that means that even if you get Soul Reaper proc or Phantom Touch or anything like that, if you kill an enemy with those damage effects, they will still get block revived. But that also means that if Brahman blocks your passives, Initve doesn't block revive anyone at all, so... But to be fair, he had a team where Initve was very devastating, so I already called it out earlier that it's very likely that he's gonna ban Initve, and that was definitely the right decision to do. Even though Initve isn't really a top champion, and it might sometimes feel dumb to ban Initve or Tormin or something like that, that isn't really top tier, but sometimes you just gotta do it even if enemy has much better champions. Maybe they even have something like Taras in their team, but sometimes you just have to ban Initve to be safe. So he definitely did do the right decision, but this is a matchup where I probably have not just better gear, but even better champions, because this was a guy in Gold 2, so I can't get too excited about win like this, but win is a win, so if nothing else, I'm gonna take it as an echo boost even if I shouldn't. I mean, we have gotten a good amount of losses. It's not like we have just been weeping everything, but all of the losses were pretty close. I mean, this fight doesn't count. This is a loss to Plarium, not to me and not to this guy. But then these fights, of course, I actually lost. But all of them were close. They could have been one. The second one was maybe the least far away. I mean, the least close. But then that was like almost possible to win. I can definitely notice that even though I was complaining about Taras fight and that Wukong is gonna get screwed, but I really like this kind of semi-fast build on Wukong. Both of my Rotos and Wukong are around like 240, 250 speed, and you can definitely tell the difference in that and when you run a Nuker that is like 200 speed. Ideally, I would want every of my Nukers to be fast, but I can't do it on all of them. But it is so good when you don't get lapped hard by the supports, and maybe you're even lapping the enemy Nukers. It's a very big deal. My Staltus is also around the same speed, but his damage is quite like not enough to make up for it. Okay, this is starting as a very hard matchup, but maybe he lets me have Rotos since he already has UDK, and maybe I can even somehow do this one. sometimes when the people run the typical Taras marriage Sifi team, they kind of overlook how strong Rotos and Helicat can be against them, and even though on paper those teams are much better than some of the teams that I lose to, I'm able to deal with those teams. Like, also because of the matchup, Rotos just can have a good matchup against them in the right conditions. But he could still pick Lockout, he could still pick Harima, or both of them, and if he does, then it's not good for me. And by the way, don't get me wrong, Rotos is definitely OP. I'm not even disagreeing with that. And that is after Rotos got nerfed many times. Rotos has been nerfed 4 times, and they were all big nerfs, not small nerfs. All of his skills was nerfed, the way his passive works was reworked, the way extra turns in game in general got reworked. Like, there were so many things that they did to Rotos, and he's still OP. And like, that's the way it is. Wait. Ah, fuck, I'm running out of time. Who should I have picked in that situation? I was too slow on the Nekhret. Honestly, the Kaimar is good. I'm okay with Kaimar here. He does have the 6-star Tiffy, but then also I might not even have enough damage to... I mean, accuracy to buff strip Tiffy. Now, is he gonna ban... Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that, is he gonna ban Helicat or Rotos, but he did ban Helicat. I almost prefer it that way, even though Helicat is very good against this since he doesn't have buff strip or block buffs. But we might encounter the same issue that we had in the other fight with Wukong and Taras matchup. But with Rotos, if he just gets turns and doesn't get stunned or feared by his team or slept, yes, like everybody in his team except Mariska has CC, and even Mariska has CC by proxy with the A1. But if Rotos gets turns, he can definitely do some work against this team, but if he doesn't, then he's screwed. Okay, let's not get feared, and let's not proc reaction, and if we do that, then we might be good. Okay. Never mind. I guess that's it. He can just leave Rotos now, so... Wait, he slept Wukong and not Rotos. That's kind of unexpected, but he has very tanky marriage Sifi. We're not gonna be able to one-shot it with Rotos. I think we might not even break the shield, and if we don't break the shield, then we're not gonna steal HP, so let's hit Taras instead. Maybe we can kill Taras and force him to use the second revive and buy some time. Yeah, I'm still waking up from the morning coma, even though it's not really that early anymore. I mean, I would have woken up this time anyway, but I would have eaten something by now. Yeah, that was pretty hard fight, but if we didn't get stunned at the start or feared, it might have even been possible to win it, but it's definitely an uphill battle against that team. Anyway, I feel like I sometimes get way too negative when I think about the Ukraine duo, so let's avoid thinking about them for the rest of the video. Actually, funny thing is that I very often like whine and cry about the duo in the CC chat and try to get Plarium to notice it and actually consider nerfing them, which they should have done like a year ago. But yesterday, actually, for once, they actually started engaging with me and some other people. Like when they started talking about it, then other people joined in and were also kind of saying that we need it to happen and we need more like just rebalances in general for PvP. Who knows? Maybe they will actually talk with the balance team and consider doing something about them. We will see. They didn't promise it, but at least for once they did talk with us about it. They did promise that polymorph is getting nerfed, by the way. They said that's a guaranteed thing. It's coming. They said like it might take a couple months, but they promised that there is going to be nerf to polymorph, and it's going to have to do something with buff strip champions. That they want to make it so that buff strip champions are still viable against polymorph. They didn't go into the details, but it's something that they have been working on and they promised to do. So that's something like I'm very happy with that. That they remember that PvP exists and they are trying to improve it, and that's good. And they said that other champions are getting buffed, so that's also something that they promised to do. I can't go with Tormin because he can... Wait, that's not the Nuker, is it? Let's go with Tormin. It's gonna be a tough fight. I don't know if I can make it. He has the Dan Wukong though, but... Either I go with Staltus or... Let's go with Staltus. If I went with Tormin, I would have banned the Siphi, but now we're gonna ban the Yumeko, but... That means that we have to deal with that goddamn Harima passive. Might be doable. He didn't pick insanely tanky team. Only tanky stuff that he has is Harima and Siphi, so if we can survive, we can definitely kill this team eventually. Also, I don't know about the Astrolith. Like, I'm not too scared about the bombs. I mean, my Duchess is 150k health in bolster, so she both has heals and a shield. Okay, in ordinary situations, like, we will just one-shot the Siphi and win, but we don't have enough damage with Harima passive. Do we have enough damage to kill Wukong? That's the question. I'm not sure if we do. Okay, we did. That might have been very close. I think many of the support Wukongs would even have more HP than 60k, but I think he's probably like exactly around that number, but we barely had enough damage to do it. Is that it? Almost got the Siphi. Okay, looks like we're actually breaking the loss streak that we just got, so that's nice. I don't think that's the RNG Jesus taking pity on me crying about the duo, but win is a win, and it's definitely nice to balance out the losses at least. I'm kind of on like edge between Tormin and Staltus. I feel like Tormin is very situational, and in most fights he's unviable. If enemy has two champions with immunity, or they have one and then they can still pick a second one. Like, you need to be a last pick and the enemy needs to have only one champion with immunity so that Tormin is usable. And Right now, Tormin is in my second best defense scaling Nuker, which is way slower than my best one, like 50 speed slower. So that's a huge deal, and I feel like my Tormin in his current build is not good enough. But oftentimes I can't use him and I need to rely on Staltus, who is basically my third most used Nuker. And yeah, Tormin gear is just not good enough. I can definitely tell the difference that when I'm running Staltus, Rotos and Wukong, who are all around 250 speed, the speed is very like huge deal and I need that fast speed. When I go back to running Nukers around 200 speed, I can tell the difference and it sucks. Even in those fights where Tormin is usable, I feel like he's too slow and I lose them too often with this build. And my HP scaling Nuker gear is kind of not getting that much use. Like I'm either using Samson or Mountain King, but whichever one has my good gear on, I'm not really using them that much, and it's also very situational to find a fight to use them. Basically, Mountain King is only viable in fights where enemy doesn't have Harima and they only have one reviver, or at least that they don't have a lockout and I can ban so that they only have one reviver and no Harima. Then Mountain King actually can be very good, but again that's very niche. And then Samson is not good against tanky teams, but if the enemy has some kind of semi-squishy or medium tanky speed team, Samson can be pretty good because he does have AoE, and if he kills someone then the AoE actually has good damage, and then he also does have stun on the A1 and damage mitigation. He's basically like super nerfed version of Taras, but on paper their kits are very similar. Like he does counter attacks, he has stun on A1 and he has passive with damage mitigation, and he has one potentially high damage AoE nuke, but against tanky team he's like not possible. But they're all very niche. Staltus is something that I can pick in every fight, and Wukong and Rotos as well. Okay, what do we want to do here? I guess we're gonna go with Kaimor. Well, I could go with... Should I go with Tormin on this one? I could go with Tormin. Let's go with Tormin. We haven't been using Tormin in a while. Let's give him a chance. He has to pick a Nuker. Mikaki can destroy us. She has buffs and like stun and I think turn meter reduction, which can be very annoying. But maybe with Mitrola and Tormin, maybe they are like a decent solution to it. Even if he bans Tormin, Mitrola can be pretty good against this team in this situation, and maybe we can slowly kill it with Rotos, even through lockout and Harima passive, because he doesn't really have any heals in the team. I'm not sure which way this is gonna go, but I feel like we have a chance in this one, maybe. I think I fought this guy a couple days ago. Ah. Okay, I was being too optimistic. Wait! I'm confused. That is like insanely slow. Warlord, is it potentially missing here? If we don't get feared here, maybe we can still make a comeback. But I don't know how we didn't get locked out before the Dutch's turn. And to be fair, we could have... Wait, no, he banned the Tormin. I was gonna say that we could have gotten more lucky and he could have gotten frozen, but he did ban the Tormin, so I'm being silly. Oh fuck. That's my alarm clock to tell me to study. But there's no studying now we're playing games, so fuck that. I think we're good. I think the time ran out as well, so this is probably gonna be last fight today, so if we can get the win, that would be nice, but after this I still have to panic about can I even post this video, or can you hear the news on the side, and is it completely garbage? But if you can barely hear it and I post this video, then I apologize. I didn't post videos, I think I only made a couple of videos last week, and there's many days since my last live arena video, so I do want to get this video up, and if the footage is okay, I'm gonna post it. And yeah, the background noise, it is what it is, and I apologize for it. Outside of that, I mean, we definitely got some losses, and I got my whines about the duo again, but it was pretty good session. We got lots of wins, we had very hard fights, and we got to use some different strategies as well. I really liked what happened in this Rochi matchup. I've definitely encountered this situation before as well, that he was using the high accuracy Yumeko against us, and because of that Helicat was actually going before him. It wasn't quite enough to secure the win, but it was pretty close, and it's nice to be able to surprise them and put out a little bit fight, because I think most of the times when I fight against him, I'm just I'm not gonna do any damage to him, and everyone in his team is gonna be full health, and I'm not gonna get a single turn in the entire fight. That's what happens if he picks a speed team against me, but in this one I was almost able to win it. I don't know what happened in this fight. I'm kind of surprised about the astral pick, but the best I can come up with is that guy definitely doesn't know that I make videos, and doesn't know that I run both Nekhret and Duchess in bolster, because I don't really hide my builds. I mean, actually, my channel literally started me as there was some accusations about maybe somebody that I fought today that was using a bot, possibly cheating in live arena, and they refused to show their battle logs, and then in general everybody's refusing to show their builds. So basically my channel started as me posting the arena reset builds and battle logs every time to kind of I don't know what's the right word, kind of vote against them and try to both troll them and do positive change to the game. And yeah, because of that I always show all of my builds, which used to be a thing that I used to hide my builds back in the day as well. Everybody was hiding. It was the kind of thing that you don't want to show your builds and your speeds of your revivers and whatever, because then the enemy clans are gonna share it, which was a thing that everybody was doing back in those days. They have channels where they have the builds and speeds of the top accounts from enemy clans. But after we got live arena, people kind of know each other's builds a bit better anyways, because you can kind of measure them there better. And you can still of course change your builds every week for the arena reset, but nowadays I don't think people hide it that much, and maybe a little bit of it has also to do with the fact that I was posting my builds every week on my classic arena reset videos, and it definitely hurt me a bit, but it wasn't that big deal, so it is what it is. Well, what was the point even talking about that? I already forgot. Oh yeah, it was the guy. He like basically he. I have to assume that since he picked Astrolith, he was thinking that both my Nekhret and Staltus judges were in Stone Skin, or at least one of them, or that it was very high likelihood that they would be in Stone Skin. And clearly he wasn't aware of my builds, which I don't hide, so that doesn't happen too often, but it was funny to see something like that. Of course, not everybody is not gonna know my videos, so that sucks, but it is what it is. Anyway, that's it for today's video, and good luck with your live arena, and possibly if you're pulling for Xena and maybe some other good shard events that we get this week. But that's it for today, and see ya.